It's the only mural of its kind in the world, and you could see it right here in Connecticut. Artist Ellen Griesedieck joins us in the studio to tell us about the American Mural Project. Welcome to the show, Ellen.
Thank you, Teresa.
You brought a lot of great stuff here with you.
Yes, I did.
First, tell us about...
This is very small, the amount of things that are in this room. But,
well, it's huge, the mural, and it's
yes.
not a typical mural what people at home would think as a mural, right?
No, no one does, and no one ever gets the scale. It's crazy, and you know, something I started 15 years ago.
Really?
As a tribute to people who work in this country, basically, and it was because our kids were growing up and kind of clueless about the work being done around them. Whether, you know, it's you here in the studio or the chef creating Eggs Benedict, they were just unaware. And I thought, this is a shame because this is who we are.
Sure.
So I had spent 10 years up to that time working on pretty large paintings of people working, and I was out at Boeing creating a painting of the 747, and the scale there just blows your mind. I mean, you're looking at the engine coming across the room, it's 32 feet in the air, and in 20 minutes it's on the airplane. You know,
Sure.
Now how do you paint that painting?
Yes, that
I wanted to paint it big, so I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could have this experience for other people seeing that engine 32 feet in the air? And that's what we've got on the study.
Wow, I see it over there.
Yes, it is. Boeing is on there. As is everything. The idea is to take all of the different working places that I've been, create a tribute to work, and somewhere in there, everyone is there. And since it was so important for me to think about getting kids, giving them incentive, why not get them involved?
Sure.
So I thought, why don't I just start a project and pull the kids into it, and they can work with me.
And
so
kids from all 50 states.
All 50 states.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you don't want to, you got to think big. Now, if you're going to create a painting that's in 3 dimensions and it's 5 stories high, you got to create a building that can house it, which is like, you know, putting this in the Parthenon. So that's what we're doing in Winstead, which is
and that's where we could see it, right?
Yeah, eventually you can. We are raising the roof 30 feet.
Wow.
And we are asking for help in every direction to get that to happen. We've been doing, we've been fundraising for as long as I've been doing the project, 15 years.
Okay.
And we've raised over $3 million.
Wow.
So, but the governor's coming to visit, so we're hoping he and Kathy will look at this and go, Connecticut has got to have this.
I think that's great, a forever home here.
Yeah.
We have a couple pictures, let's put them up on the screen. You could describe what we're looking at here.
Well, that's a picture of me working on Manly, the fisherman, and he is somewhere, he's right here in this tiny little spot here. So it gives you a sense of scale if you can see the size of me when I'm working on one of these pieces to the size of the mural when you look back at it. When you come to the American Mural Project someday, Eddie, my truck driver, is the smallest guy on the mural, because if we're paying tribute to people who work in this country, they have to be bigger than life. So Eddie is the smallest guy on the mural. You would be about as big as my finger to this whole thing.
That's incredible.
So there is nothing like it in the world. And the fact that, I guess the part that drives this in the biggest way is the working with the kids.
Sure, and what do you have here? I know this is Michelle Obama on TV, but
this is Michelle Obama.
Are these pieces of the mural?
These are all going into the mural.
Okay.
Now, because it was impossible for me to start unbolting giant pieces and bringing them in here, and obviously we have some of those in Winstead where this is going on display, I thought I'd bring a couple pieces just so you could see the number of different things. We have tongue depressors that represent health and fitness. Dr. Mehmet Oz is one of our advisors on the project, and so we work with Mehmet and his health core affairs, and kids paint tongue depressors to represent health and fitness. We have over 7,000 of these that are going to loop their way through the mural. We have a sports field, which kids really love, which we sent out kits to great living American athletes. They sign them and send them back. So we got all the gold medalists. Mia Hamm, right here. Bodie Miller, who you guys have probably seen recently.
I've heard of him, right?
One of my favorite guys. Andre Agassi, I'm a tennis player, so of course Andre is one of my favorites. Joe Montana. Now, I'll tell you, we have over 1,000 signatures. These are all guys that range in every field. There will be nothing like this. The sports field's over here. It's going to be 16 by 30 feet full of athletes' signatures. Everybody's in here. The whole idea is to come and celebrate who we are as a country and to remind ourselves of that. And in the meantime, we give kids incentive, saying, You know, what are you going to do with your life? Where are you going? What's happening? It's a frontier. I think kids today have a real heavy burden when you think about the environment and the situation that's going on now, to give them some incentive and say, look at it as a frontier. Look at all the different frontiers in health and fitness.
Different opportunities,
all
right?
the
That's
different
what it comes down to,
opportunities,
sure.
you know? I mean, you love your job.
I do.
Even if you get up at 2 in the morning.
It's true. I do like my
And
job.
everyone should love their job. That's the key.
That's the point here, right?
Yes.
And it's interesting, there's all different mediums here. It's not just paint.
It's so fun, Teresa.
Yeah.
You got to come and do one of these projects with it. One of the things that's great is you get kids to take ownership of a little piece of it and to really, we had 350 kids in Washington working on the piece there, and this is only one of 350 pieces that I have to now
Put together
and it'll be 45 feet long inside this mural. So all of these things are coming together.
And it's very organized, though, the way that you have it.
Yes, thank you for saying that.
It is, you can
It's a
tell.
very, the composition is loosely based on Jackson Pollock's Blue Poles painting, which is a bunch of dancing verticals, and then there's a diagonal that goes down through the axe, through the stealth. There are things that bring you back into the painting, things that are very collected in it, and they need to stay that way. And then we insert all the pieces.
Ellen, we're just about out of time, but when do you think we'll be able to see the finished product?
Well, I always say before I'm dead, which
All
is
right, well, that's good, but we can check it out in Winstead, right?
Very soon. It's going to happen. The governor's going to love this. We're going to get going, and we're going to see this in a couple of years.
Fantastic. It really is a work of art. Thank you for being here.
It was so much fun. Thank you.
All right, stay with us. More Connecticut Style after the break. We'll be right back.